Hello everyone and welcome to the Gold and Silver Club end of week commodities review on the 19th of December 2014, presented by myself, Phil and Nik at the Gold and Silver Club. So today, of course, we will be reviewing the latest developments in the commodities markets. We'll be analysing the week's performance. The live session will be covering an overview of the commodities markets. We'll be looking at the top trades of the week. We'll cover live market commentary, technical analysis, and of course, if you do have any questions at all, do post those in the chat. So before we get started, I'm Phil Carr, professional trader, trainer and speaker. I'm the co-founder and the director of the Gold and Silver Club. I specialize in teaching people how to make money from trading the most lucrative financial markets in the world. So gold, silver, oil, natural gas, the agricultural commodities. I've trained thousands of individuals to become independent traders and successfully manage their own investment portfolio. Also responsible for the research and the development of the Gold and Silver Club trademark strategies that have a proven track record of generating returns for traders, and a regular contributor to a number of financial publications. I speak at numerous trading seminars, webinars and workshops. Joining me in running the Gold and Silver Club is Nik, professional trader, investment analyst and speaker. Nik began his career within private wealth management in 2002 before making the transition into proprietary trading. And prior to co-founding the Gold and Silver Club, spent several years coaching professional fund managers and traders internationally for some of the world's top-tier hedge funds and investment banks. And through his first-hand relationship with some of the world's most successful traders, discovered the formula, mindset and tools that can give any individual the definitive edge to trade in any economy. Also regularly writes for a number of global business and financial publications, and we've appeared frequently on financial television. So that's a bit of background on the Gold and Silver Club. We'll take a look at the gold price right now. Now, gold is definitely a market you want to be watching today, and we'll take a look at that very shortly on the technicals. We're currently trading at $1,196 an ounce. The reason you must watch gold today is because we've had a huge breakout on the US dollar and also the equities since the FOMC announcement on Wednesday. And gold at the moment is at a point where it could break down. So we'll take a look at that very shortly, okay? Before we do so, we'll look at the top trades of the week using the Gold and Silver Club's signature trading strategies. So we've had, again, some beautiful trades this week. WTI crude oil, the trend has been your friend here. We've just continued to sell short. Another break of a weekly low and opportunity to get in for a short. The risk on that was 200 points, $2,000 risk for 410 points, 4,100 US dollars profit for a 2-to-1, and that was on the 12th of December. We've also had a lovely sell short opportunity, which gave us a good entry just prior to the FOMC this week as well. We got a typical sell-off, and the risk on the trade was 140 points, so 1,400 US dollars for 330 points profit, so $3,300 profit there for a 2-to-1 on gold. And we also had a lovely sell short opportunity on silver. Silver is 5 times leverage, so you can times these points also by 5 because of the additional risk associated, but essentially we had a 45-point risk on the trade, so $450 risk for a profit of 130 points, or 1,300 US dollars profit for a 3-to-1. So it's been a lovely breakdown in the silver market as well. Okay, so that's what we've had in terms of top trades this week. I'll just move over to the technicals now. We'll take a look at oil. Oil is sitting right at a key support zone. You can see these rejection candles. We've had about 4 in a row now, and there's a very clear level that we want to break down here just on oil. You can see the support zone just below. So we're looking very simply for a breakdown of oil and just a continuation. It's been a huge sell-off over the last 6 months. We've had a huge move to the downside. We've had a 4th weekly decline again on oil here. So we're looking for more downside for the time being, whilst the fundamentals have not changed at all regarding oil. So we're looking for more downside at the moment on both WTI and Brent, and you can just continue to get in those on breaks of the weekly lows here. That's what we're looking for right now. If we move over and have a look at also the natural gas market. Okay, so natural gas at the moment, we can actually see it's looking quite interesting. We did have a breakdown on natural gas from this previous big V-shaped reversal pattern. We discussed this on last week's webinar as well, and we have a very similar pattern again. You can see we've come down and tested the 3.600 level again. This is definitely a key area where we're going to have a lot of stop losses just below this level, so it's either going to get supported or we get a big breakdown. Again, you'll note there's a very clear pattern here, which normally if we break the low of this, I would definitely expect a flushing of stop losses and a really nice sell short opportunity. Okay, so if you do trade the natural gas market, we've got a really nice potential breakdown here, just a break of the 3.5 or 3.600 level, nice round number, psychological number as well. We can get a nice break of that and really start to come into some good profits and trade to the next key support levels below. So natural gas at the moment, I would say one of the top markets to watch for a continuation and a breakdown in price here. The path of least resistance is a breakdown at the moment. The overall trend in the short term is down, so we'll be looking for a sell opportunity on natural gas here. If we move over to the metals, we'll start off, of course, with the gold market. Now, gold, you can see this decline that we've had over the last week or so. We did come up and we came all the way up to the swing highs here, which is circa about the 1237 level. We are continuing just to get lower swing highs at the moment. There's also, we could be in for another sort of bearish flag pattern here, so we'll look out for that on gold at the moment. So essentially, we just get a rise in price, which essentially just breaks down again. We saw that previously here on these bearish flag patterns, and then it just breaks down. The previous swing high doesn't take out the other swing high, and then it just breaks down in price. And that's really what we're looking out for at the moment, for just a continuation to the downside. You can see these rejection candles on the daily are signifying a potential for more downside. We just need confirmation at the moment, so we need a breakdown. We're also seeing strong US dollar as well, which is putting some weakness into the metals. Gold is holding its ground quite well at the moment. We do need to break through the weekly lows here, so in order to get more downside, but you can see quite clearly there's a nice downward trending channel which the market is respecting at the moment. So all I'm looking for here, nice triangle which is forming, is just a breakdown of this level now in order to trigger more selling at the moment. Okay, so very simply, you can see the consolidation, nice rejection candles forming, and we're looking just for a breakdown, and then we can really start to ramp up for some good sell short opportunities. So very interested in that in gold at the moment, just to take that on a break. You've got the fundamentals on your side, strong US dollar, so we're just looking for a little bit of a nudge lower for gold to break down. A similar situation really with silver at the moment as well. Silver, actually, if you extend one of the previous trend lines here, the resistance trend line has now become a supportive trend line, which is quite interesting. It is finding support at the current levels, but again, if it does break down from these rejection candles, breaks the weekly lows here, we're expecting more downside for silver, and we'll be looking for sell short opportunities here as well. It looks more likely to break down than to break to the upside at the moment, but there is some strong support just below. So we'll see how today fares at the moment, but I would say definitely you want to be watching natural gas, gold, potentially oil for more sell short opportunities as well. We'll move over to platinum, which currently we've got a very strong support zone at around the 1175 to 1185 zone on platinum. Currently on the daily, a couple more rejection candles which have formed this week. There is some weakness at the moment in platinum. I would be careful not to short around these low levels. You don't really want to short into support here unless we break this major level. We've had some big capitulations around the 1175 to 1185 level, and by capitulations I mean when the market has come down to those levels and very quickly been rejected. Buyers have come into the market. Anything below 1185 has been seen as a buy opportunity on platinum, so I would be careful to short it, but we are looking for rejection candles around that zone and potential new buy opportunities. Not really looking to short platinum. I would rather short gold or silver at the moment because they've got more room to fall. If we look at the copper market, copper's still doing well to stay within this trend channel. It's been quite incredible. It's been in this channel since June this year. We're still ricocheting between support and resistance. Another rejection candle form midweek here. And I will be looking in the short term for a rotation up here, back up to the upper end of the trend channel here just for copper. So we could expect some, we're getting a little bit of buying pressure at the moment. If we just clear above the weekly highs here, I see a potential on copper just for a retracement back up to the upper end of this channel. So that's what I'd like to see on the copper market. If we move over also and have a look at palladium, palladium also looking quite interesting here. Palladium on the higher time frames, we've got some really nice support. If you go over and just draw in these trend lines work fantastically well. So you must draw in your trend lines when you're looking at particularly the commodities markets because they work exceptionally well. Okay, so you can see very clearly here, 1, 2, 3, 4th bounce here. Traders are getting in to Palladium for some longs here. In the higher time frames, we've got some nice confluence here. Overall, nice upward trending channel. So we are looking to enter into more positions around these zones, okay, on Palladium, just to take that through into next year for longer term positions. So Palladium looking good for a buy currently as well. I would keep an eye, actually, just looking over to gold. It's just on my other monitor there. It's starting to get a little bit of a move to the downside here. So I would definitely keep an eye on this. I'd like to see this support zone broken. You can see the market is just ricocheting off this support. Once that breaks, come down, break through the weekly lows, we're looking for a nice sell short opportunity here, okay, on gold. So gold is definitely going to be one of the key markets to watch, and probably one of the most straightforward trades that you'll get over the next really few days. If we don't break lower today, we may do so early into next week. So I would keep an eye on that. You will tend to see thinner volumes now as we go into the Christmas week next week. However, there will still be a lot of market volatility. With the FOMC announcement on Wednesday, we've seen some huge market volatility, and it's still we're still seeing a fair bit of volatility today. So as we go into the Christmas period, I do think there's going to be more opportunities here, particularly if you look at the commodities markets. There's still they've got a lot of movement and a lot of momentum behind them, and the volumes still going through. If we take a look just quickly at the grains as well, we'll have a look at the corn market quickly, and you can see currently corn is just continuing to consolidate and stay within its upward trending channel at the moment. There's buy opportunities when it comes down and retest the lower end of the channel, but corn looking good fundamentally and seasonality wise, and it's also technically looking good for buy opportunities when it comes and retest the lower end of this channel. Wheat has had a fantastic breakout over the last week or so on fundamentals. We've seen a nice break again to the upside here for the wheat market. You can see, in fact, the breakout that we've had, and just formed a rejection candle after that sort of blow off top that we've had. We've come into some major resistance on the much larger time frames here. So if I just take you out to the much larger time frame, you can see here where we've actually come up and retested a much bigger resistance zone going all the way back to 2011 here, and that's where we're just halted at the moment. So it's where the longer term traders have obviously taken some profits, and we can see that quite clearly, that rejection which is occurring at the moment. So that's why we're seeing this big inverse hammer just form around these current levels, which matches up really well with previous rejections around that level. We may get an opportunity for a sell short here. You could argue that we're going to come down and form a V-shaped reversal pattern and sell off here. So we'll keep an eye on that for wheat at the moment. It has had a blow off top, and we may get a nice quick sell short opportunity, but overall the trend is still remains up for the time being. There may just be a retracement opportunity here for wheat just to come back down to the lower end of this trend channel, which would meet the price around the 601 level. Okay, good. Right, let me just check if there's any additional questions which have come through. So again, you really want to be keeping an eye on the metals today and the energies. That's where I see a lot of the action being as we go into next week here as well. Okay, hi there, Vicky. So just a question regarding oil at the moment, and whether we will go under 60. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We just bring out the futures contract here. We'll have a look again at light sweet crude oil. We can have a look at Brent quickly as well. So do we think it will go under 60 was the question. It is actually under 60 at the moment. So if you have a look at the, you can look at Brent crude oil right now. We're currently trading at $59.85 an ounce. So we are under $60 an ounce at the moment. Incredible to see such a large correction over the last 6 months or so. We've now dropped just shy of 50% from the highs going back to June and July. So it's been an incredible move. But yeah, we are below the $60 per barrel at the moment, Vicky. So we could certainly see more downside to come here if we hold underneath that level. If we just take out and have a look at light sweet crude oil, you can see light sweet crude oil currently trading at $54.88. We'll definitely be doing a very thorough update on this on our newsletter over the weekend as well. So you'll get that next week. So with that, actually, do make sure you subscribe to our newsletter, because we'll be sending through details about the fundamentals, what we expect for oil as we go into 2015. And of course, if you'd like to join us on our live trading room, we've just been trading the FOMC live with all of our traders this week as well. And you can find out more about how to join the live trading room program, how to get onto the next commodity courses of 2015 with the Gold and Silver Club. Very simply, go to www.jointhegoldandsilverclub.com. So I'll leave the numbers on the screen for you very shortly. And of course, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. If you just go to our website, www.thegoldandsilverclub.com, you'll receive a free weekly report on the precious metals. So we'll keep you updated regarding the move that we're seeing at the moment in across the whole metal sector, particularly gold, the energies and agriculture, as well as live market analysis and prices. So do make sure you take advantage of that as well. So what I shall do, I'll leave these details on the screen for you all if you've got any questions, if you'd like to get in touch. No problem, Vicky. And I wish you all a good trading, a great festive period, and of course we shall definitely see you on the next one. Okay, so take care everyone. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye bye.